Hey everybody! This is not going to be in your normal fashion. This is actually something completely new. Just yesterday I started my first Dungeons & Dragons campaign as the Dungeon Master, and this guy here, he's been playing D&D for a lot longer than I have, so he knows a lot more, and he's going to be critiquing my D&D-ingness. Wait, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Fuck up.
Fine.
But yeah, basically, it was my first time running a campaign, and I was really worried about how it was going to turn out. But, I guess it turned out really well. I might as well explain just the campaign a bit. There are 4 characters, there are only 3 players, and I'm one of the players. I know a lot of DMs sort of really frown on that, but I don't care. So, right out of the bat, this campaign is kind of screwed. Because the 4 characters contain a bard, a cleric, and 2 sorcerers.
A cleric with only 7 dexterity.
Yeah, people who don't know Dungeons & Dragons probably wouldn't really understand this, but people who do know and know like a good balance for a party knows just how crap that is, especially starting out. So I'm trying to get this. I need to try to find encounters that these guys can actually survive, but not be too easy. And so I'm basically focusing on role-playing so I don't have to have them fight too much. Because this is going to suck if I get into any real big battles, especially for the first little while. But the main, the first sort of mission I put them in this campaign, that basically just, they're in a town, mayor of a town tells them there's something weird getting imported into the town, find out what it is. And basically in my mind, before I actually started the campaign, it was basically, okay, get the party members into a cave so they can die by a wizard and be brought back to life by Deus Ex Machina. And everything else, non-existent at that point. But I kind of impressed myself with how good I was at just going with the flow and with all this sort of things. And how did you think I did for my first time GMing?
I'm glad that you did not have it scripted. Because you didn't, we managed to do... We got away with stuff we shouldn't have. Big time.
Yeah.
We learned that running downstairs in the tower shield, not a good idea.
I'll have to explain that in a second.
We learned that you can get away with anything if you just lie. And don't look for a job where you'll piss people off. I think that's what we learned from just how that works.
Yep. Be a lazy, unemployed liar and you'll be okay in life.
It worked. We got away with it.
Yeah. How the story sort of progressed is, well, they got hired by the mayor to find out what this illegal thing that was being imported into the town was. So they went around asking for days with failures abound.
The bard did not find out any information whatsoever. He failed his rolls.
Yep. The bard, who's like a million times better at that sort of thing than anybody else in the party, failed everything. I'm the bard!
He knows what to ask, and he still managed to ask the wrong questions and roll badly enough to not answer them.
Yeah. It was awesome and awful at the very same time. And yeah, after all, eventually we made some progress and found out sort of what it is. And a friend of mine, he's not this guy, another guy who was playing, basically he's like, I need to go interrogate somebody, so I'm going to see if I can get a job at his company to maybe see if I can get close to him to interrogate him to find out if he's doing anything sneaky and illegal and stuff. But he failed, and now everyone, because of his failings, everyone at the company hates his guts, and if he ever tried to speak to them again, they'd probably try to kill him.
Yeah, well, the best part was later on, we find out later on we go to a location which involves falling downstairs, which we'll go into.
Yeah.
We find a substance which we think is what the illegal substance we were supposed to look for. And the only people in town that had the set of alchemy's kit we needed to solve it was this workplace that hated him.
Yeah, and the guy who was hated is the only one who knows alchemy.
So he had to go back to this place in which he pissed people off already.
Head hung in shame, and just snuck in to use the alchemy set and ran off.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And now to the falling down the stairs story from it. Yeah, we found out a house that's very suspicious. They all go in. The cleric finds a vial of this substance, and he gets really excited. He's like, yes, gotta tell everybody! The cleric in scale mail and a tower shield with a vial of unknown substance dashes down the stairs, completely fails his balance check, tumbles down the stairs, the vial smashes on his head, and this stuff is basically super crack, so he's completely out of it for the rest of the day.
Well, to make it even funnier was, I play two characters. I play a cleric and one of the sorcerers. Well, I thought it was my sorcerer that was upstairs. And my sorcerer can make the balance check. It's not too hard. But my cleric, with tower shield and armor, it has a negative 19 on the roll, and you need to roll like plus 10 on a 20-sided dice. So I was not going to make it. But I forgot that was my cleric. So my cleric got high. And we had to leave him for like a few days while he was getting all crazy.
While he recovered. And after all that happened, and we finally found out where this cave is to go find out where the source of this substance is, I introduce an NPC who's basically all of the over-the-top bravado-filled knights combined into one. His name was Solaris. He was
Solaris.
Yeah. The party meets him. He's like, "Oh, my good friends, we shall go for justice!" And then he just dashes off into ahead of the party.
No, the first thing we did was, I thought it'd be a good idea for my sorcerer. I'm gonna bluff him and see if I can find out what his moves are.
Yeah.
So I try to lie to him, and I fail, because he's a lot higher level than us. And to show us this, I was like, you doubt me? Just randomly makes a full-size tree grow in the middle of town. And it's, oh! So my sorcerer is now cowering behind the cleric.
This guy can apparently create life.
So we're marching behind him in shame to this cave.
Well, he's just marching.
He's marching proud, and we're just kind of, yep, he's with us. Yeah. Yeah. And we get to the cave, and the first thing that Solaris does is dash and disappear.
Dash blindly into the cave, leaving the rest of the party behind. Just going like, what the heck?
And the best part is, we get in the cave, we're not even around the first corner in this cave, and he's already missed someone.
Yeah.
He's just like, screw it, and keeps going.
He sort of just like left all of the enemies in the cave, just, you are not important. Ah!
Just runs past them, and we fight the three that we're supposed to, and we do fairly well against them. We didn't utterly fail. And then we decide, okay, there's two paths to go. We don't know which way to go, so we decide, let's go where we went to, the northern area, a little side area. And we ran into a wizard.
This wizard is of my own creation. He's completely against the rules. But I don't care. He's the big bad. He's allowed to be against the rules.
And, well, this wizard's nuts. Well, we don't know that at this point. He's just kind of chanting to himself. And we try to get his attention just by, hello. And he doesn't listen. So I decide, I'm going to get his attention by shooting him with a magic missile.
Turns out that was a bad idea, as he immediately, after being hit by the missile, teleports.
Tries to kill my sorcerer that cast the magic missile.
Well, he botches his roll, so he kills the guy beside him instantly. I just take like a bunch of like 30 dimes, like, boom! That's the damage.
Yeah, needless to say, the sorcerer...
These guys are all level 1, mind you.
So he's doing more dice than I have hit points. So he would have killed me, but he didn't hit me. He missed. And his second attack kills the other 2 party members, so we're dead.
His second attack immediately after the last one.
Yeah, it's uh-oh. In one move, he's killed 2 people. 3 people, and I'm next. And that's when
Deus Ex Machina happens.
Yeah, Solaris charges around the corner, saves us blindly, just poof, you're revived, no penalty, yeah, I'm not powerful, and charges him. And then the wizard stops his chant.
He finishes
and Solaris just turns to dust. Just poof. Then the wizard leaves. We don't know why, but it's just...
He's gone.
Our NPC buddy is dead.
We're okay, but he's dead.
So we go explore the cave some more, and we find who we need to find, who's behind it.
He's tied up in a golden rope with a little heart on it.
So yeah, Solaris is eccentric like that. We'll explain why this is even funnier. We decide, you know what? We need to take him back alive. He's already tied. We could do that. But our friend's like, you know what? I can't risk it. So he takes a vial of the stuff that made the super crack and breaks it over, makes him drink it. So now the guy is nuts. He's can't move, and he's
tied up. He's
dead. Everything in the world mixed into one. That's what he's going through his brain right now.
And we take him back, and he's just...
We tell him to the mayor, and the mayor says, good, we can't interrogate him. Why is he... And he asks, where's Solaris? And we're screwed at this point. Because this guy's dead, and it's our fault. So I decide, you know what? The only thing I can do is, I'm going to bluff. What? He's fine. And I roll the dice. And I'd have failed it every other time, but I rolled a 20.
He crits. So the mayor just goes like, yeah, that's him.
Well, the line wasn't anything.
The line's basically it's like, oh, yes, after he tied him up, he just ran off into the woods screaming randomly. Like, yeah.
He's fine. He's completely fine. You'll see him around. He might come back. And we get away with it.
And the mayor's just like, yeah, if you see him, tell him he's fired.
We're like, okay, will do. And then the best part is he asks, why is the guy all crazy? Did you find him like this? And, well, our other buddy, the other sorcerer, decides, you know what? I like that he got away with his bluff. Let's try it. Rolls a 4. 4 is not good. 4 plus 4, plus a rank, so he had 9 on his roll. At level 1, even 9 is not good. But the mayor decides, okay, let's see if he's lying. The mayor rolls a 1. He's an immediate fail. So he has to believe us. And it's, okay, I believe you. So we got away with causing one of his special guard, as we were led to believe, disappear. The holy guard. He just disappeared. And the crazy whack nut job was found like that. All because he walked into a tree. With his arms and legs tied, he walked into a tree. And we got away with this bluff.
Yeah, that was...
Needless to say, this was the funniest part of it was just how much we got away with. We should have gone to jail. We shouldn't have got a reward. We should have been wanted. We should have been evil. But nope.
They caused the death of like one of the most renowned and strongest knights in the entire country.
Just by shooting a magic missile to hit a wizard in the face. Just to get his attention.
Yeah. So yeah. That was the story of my first DMing experience. If you like this, I'll probably be able to tell you more stories as the campaign goes on further, but that was just the first one. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys later.